Okay, popping in one more time. I wanted to say one of the bigger struggles, and it's not so much of a struggle as in conception, but that's the point of it, conception. Eya Esha Eya in the Hebrew is I am who I am. And that is the biggest struggle for me because I am who am I? I am who am I? It's the same. I don't belong to this family that has been put into. It's not my birth mother, nor my birth father. And this is the money that they're fighting over to inherit. This is the money that they're fighting over to inherit. And I don't even know my exact time of birth, even exact day. But you know what? They know. They knew that coming in, as well as the military. Okay? So we all have many struggles, but not everybody's struggles are the same. And we have to go ahead. Excuse me, got a fly in my eye. Go ahead and, I'm not saying take that into accountability for one's own actions, but do you know who you are? Do you know your lineage? You know, in the song "Purple" that I wrote, it says, "Grandma, Grandpa, lying together inside of the den, born to the purple," and neither set, except I believe Bubba Jean being the father, but maybe not. But neither one are my biological parents. And we definitely in the family don't all think the same. So you guys are winning. You're one up on me because you probably know where you came from. All right? Just want to drop that in there. But even on top of that, I know I do come from Africa. Okay? Why is that? Because of the social security number and the name they gave me. Vere is the African eagle for the whole country. Okay? And the number for the abundance, I Ching, is 55. So they went ahead and started that out with the social security number 554, which is 54, which is the African countries. All right. Then they helped to go ahead and write in the Old Testament, which is 39 chapters, or we can go ahead and use that lightning bolt of 93 if we read it the other way. And then it particularly went ahead, that's 39, and then a 0, 990, gives you the 99 names of Allah in between two zeros. So that zeros is actually the cash actually to cash and to say, hey, these things are standing alone. And on top of that, how do I know this? Because, as Eugene himself said, the black side of my family is from Kilimanjaro, Fred Brown, okay? And it's in conjunction with Kenya. Why? Because when I was in Germany, seven sisters wanted to take me to Germany. Then I would have been out of the ex-wife's jurisdiction. Look at that horn. Look at that horn again. Okay? Seven sisters wanted to take me, and they treated me like a king. The brothers ran down to come get me 2 hours away. Treated me like a king. They owned two beauty parlors. I forget what city it was in, but all of them came around to, the God. I mean, not to say any beauty or whatever, but it was more like ching ching, ching ching, in the eyes of with money if we go ahead and wrap him up and bring him home. Okay, but it was a different plan, and that's the way it's just written, of which they know. And why do I say that? Because the monies that they put in at whatever 73 is when Eugene died by cancer. He was killed, though. It went early. He was witchcraft, just like the witchcraft has been done on me. It's the same witchcraft done on him, on top of, and they say cancer, okay? And they waited to the year of 1973 to do it. The same thing that I was, as Bruce Lee, the same thing I was talking about, because the 1 and the 9 is DNA, all right? And a generation. And then the 973 goes back to the chapter in which Jesus rose up in Mark 16, which is a help for Rome. Romanti Ezra equals 973. Okay? And they did it on July. I mean, I can't remember the date, though. I wasn't taken back there. And I was old enough. Okay? So the money that they accumulated from there, well, it was actually put into a trust until I reached a certain age. And what they did is I reached that certain age and I was able to go into it. But they turned around and took that money and invested it into a bigger trust with a 30-year, because at 18, it might have been able to give it to me at 18 or 50, I've been able to get it. But I was supposed to get some coming out at 18. All right? And then they put into some type of investment fund for 30 years, okay, to go ahead and let it accumulate. So let's say 20 to 30. That's 50. So at 50 years old is when these attacks started coming in on me really heavy. Really, really heavy. All right? So it's not everybody struggle. Not everybody can understand it. Not everybody give a fuck. And you know what? You don't have to. Everybody's got their own problems, their own issues, their own things that they are looking to achieve in life, whether it be the right way or the wrong way. So that is the reason why in a general sense too, did the military also come inside of here and protect this right here, because it's a military asset on top of that, which is part of the brown also. Okay, so all of that right there. Matter of fact, when you look up brown, you're going to see the shield, the family shield. It's Morse code. All right. So once again, like I said, abundance is 55 in I Ching, Ching Ching. 554. The 54 is again back to Africa, or Akabulan. The 39 or 93, you already know. The 0990, zeros are significance of actually holding a place. Holding a place. Okay? Holding a place for who? For the 99 in the middle. Nobody can get into that zero, those zeros. Because zeros is the heroes, right? Everybody love to have a lot of zeros behind their bank account, right? That's the hero, right? So, yeah, I am. Who am I? Exodus 3:14 is the question. All right. Just had to go ahead and pop that in there because Gigi told me to. Okay. Gigi told me to. All right. Yeah. Continue today. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.